Oh, let me see. Hang on. What was his fun? Are we go here in Lawrenceburg? I'm easy. You're just after your girls back.
Yeah. Yeah. Over my house. My house is
So you think it was Frontier?
Oh, well, no, the first flight that we had that got canceled was Frontier. And the second one that got canceled was United. And then I ended up having to drive up to Dayton, fly out of Dayton, route it through Chicago. It was just a whole nightmare. It was just a whole thing.
So you flying into Denver?
Yeah. But by the time we got there, everything was done. So basically I was there for, what, about 18 hours? I think we were there 18 hours. Turn around and come home again. Because I flew.
My show's 6 o'clock.
It was just a whole.
Look straight up back there. I'm going by the city clock. Oh, 6 bells.
That's good. She's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to call this June meeting of the Lawrenceburg Board of Zoning Appeals to order. Roll call, please.
Rudy Ramey.
Here.
Bob Mills.
Here.
Jim Crook.
Here.
Owen Cross.
Here.
Scott McLean. Here. Attorney Diane Barrow.
It's younger for practice, but here.
And myself.
All right. Do we need to review the minutes from the last meeting?
We don't have any, it wasn't recorded.
Ah, it wasn't. Oh, okay. Any staff report?
None tonight, Your Honor.
All right. Then we'll go right into the new business. First one is Vicki Witham is requesting a variance to develop standards of sections 154.22-C setback requirements for the purpose of building a garage. Property in question is 919 Ridge Drive in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Ms. Witham, could you go over your application, please?
My name's Christy Frederick. I'm her daughter. This is Vicki.
Going to the
Go to the podium, please. Yes, thank you.
I'm Christy Frederick. This is my mom, Vicki Whittam.
Hi.
Her garage got hit by, our neighbors had a guest and they totaled our garage. So we're just wanting to rebuild the garage on the existing foundation, but the zoning laws have changed since.
Setback.
Yes, the setback has changed since the original build in 1960. So.
All right. Are there any questions from the board? Did everybody have an opportunity to take a look at it?
No.
I took a look at it, and that must have been one heck of a hit.
He did. He
because
had a
it
seizure.
is demolished.
You did see it.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was out there the other day. I kind of took a little stroll around and was checking it out. I mean, as far as the setback goes, I mean, there's plenty of room between that and the existing road, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it looks like a solid foundation. I'd make sure that you get all the proper permits and everything in order for that, but I took a look at it. Are you just rebuilding it? I think I saw some drawings, 20 by 14, is that what it is?
I don't remember. I thought it was 20 by 24, maybe? I don't have it in
But
front
it
of me.
will fit on the existing.
Yes, and
foundation.
still have like a driveway in front of
Right,
it.
yeah. All that. Okay, all right.
So you're not changing really anything?
No.
Or you're just plopping down another?
We're replacing another garage on the existing,
That's what it seemed like.
yeah.
Okay.
Any additional questions? Any questions from anyone in attendance? All right, can I get a motion to have our attorney read the finding of fact?
Make a motion.
The grant not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community because rebuilding the garage would provide a place to park and allow for additional storage for the property owner.
Can I get a motion, or, need a motion and a second on that?
I make a motion.
A motion to accept that?
A motion to accept that, yes.
I'll second.
And a second.
The second is that the use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner because property value should improve with the replacement of the garage.
I need a motion and a second on that as well.
I'll make the motion. I will second.
Number 3 is the strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property because the hillside of the rear of the property prevents the owner from meeting the setback requirements without a substantial investment in site work.
I need a motion on that as well,
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
in a second.
The fourth one is any variance requested represents the smallest deviation possible because the homeowner wishes to use an existing foundation that the garage has been on since approximately 1960 and the setback in keeping with the existing structures on that side of the street.
And we'll need a motion and second.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
And lastly, the approval of the variance requested is not based upon legally existing nonconformities in a similar nature in the same zoning district nor regulations from other zoning districts. No.
And it's no. And I'll need a motion on that.
I'll make the motion.
And a second?
I will second.
All right. That being said, is there a motion to accept or deny the finding of fact and the variance?
Make the motion to accept.
I will second that motion.
And the board?
Yeah, a vote, yes, that's what you're.
Yes.
Accept?
That's nice.
All right. 5-0 accepted. So you are good to go.
Perfect.
Right, I can have an invoice for that in your email in the morning.
Okay, we can come by tomorrow.
Variance
But
certificate, pay online or pay over here next door.
do you have the official paperwork or do I need to do this?
If you guys are done, if you'd like to leave.
Let's go. I'll go with you tomorrow then.
Thank you.
What is today?
28th?
28th already?
All right.
I'm up.
There it is.
You can pass it. Pass that shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry, you need a pen? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
How are you?
All right, while we're getting that finished up, the next thing on the agenda tonight is Carla Laurie of Lorcor. And she's requesting a variance for use, Lawrenceburg zoning code section 154.22-B for the purpose of opening a daycare facility in a residential zoning district. The property in question is 212 Main Street, Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Would you like to go over your variance application, please?
Sure, yeah. So I currently own Sunshine Corner Main, which is on the corner of Front and Second Street, and then Sunshine Corner 2 on Rudolph Way. And we are looking to open a third location specifically for infants and toddlers that will feed into the location that's on Front and Second Street. Right now, they currently only take 2 through 12 because there's just such a huge need in this community for infant and toddler care. So I have been looking around for properties, and the state has rolled out a grant to help with the funding of that. So when that grant opportunity became available, I had always kind of looked at 212 Main Street as a potential opportunity at some point in the future, so I just jumped on it. But right now it is zoned residential, so we do need it zoned commercial to be able to go forward with the plans. So, yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Any questions from the audience?
Have you already purchased that property?
I'm sorry?
Have you already purchased that property?
I have, yeah. I think May 9th they closed on that.
That's a big property.
Isn't it beautiful? It's so
Could
beautiful.
be.
I love that house, and the yard is fantastic, so.
I mean, I understand that you contacted your neighbors
Yes.
about this, but you had not any feedback?
No, so I sent out, I sent out the letters that were required.
They're
and
within
then-
200 feet, so they've all been notified of both meetings.
Yeah. And then I did talk with Bob Snyder, who is, I'm not exactly sure where he lives around there, but he stopped over and chatted to us one day when we were over there, and he was pretty excited about it. And I did knock on a couple of other doors, but nobody ever answered, so I didn't get a chance to actually speak in person with anybody else.
It's interesting behind that building though, that if you go down the alley, Well, I think almost everyone has fences up,
Yeah,
you know, so it's kind of interesting, so it's kind of, I don't see an issue with the back end of that whole area.
right.
Being into somebody's,
I don't think so, and I mean, it backs up to the alley, so we're not really backing up to anybody's property
Yeah, I was looking at it.
specifically.
It almost looks like it's already a mixed residential, commercial type area as it is.
Yeah, there's the hair salon and the
Yeah, there's a
doggy
there's a
pet
laundry
salon.
right behind it.
Yeah.
Of course, Proximo's right across the street.
Right.
So,
And a lot of our clientele is actually Proximo employees, so this will really benefit them as well, because they have an early start, so it'll be right there to drop their babes off.
so that building sounds enough to,
Yeah, so
it looks structurally sound.
I had Eric Lang from Lang Consultants. He's a structural engineer. He came through first before I purchased it because I wanted to make sure that it was sound. So he came through and did a structural engineer kind of review on it. And he said, actually, for the age, it's in fantastic shape. And then Kevin Neer and Mike Riddell from Sequoia Builders came through and agreed with his findings. So, yeah, I was pretty impressed. It's down to the bare bones. Donnie McCool, who had it, had intention of turning it into a duplex at one point when he first bought it. So he stripped it completely inside. So it's literally a blank
Shell.
slate, yeah, ready to go. So, and the square footage works out perfectly for the size of classrooms that we need. So, yeah.
okay. Anything else? Any other additional questions, comments? All right, good. Can I get a motion to have our attorney read the finding of fact?
I make the motion.
I'll second it.
The first is that the grant not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community because it will be restoring a blighted property and providing a desperately needed service for our community.
I need a motion and a second to
make a
accept or
motion.
deny.
I will second.
The second is that the use and the value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse way because property values should improve with the restoration of this beautiful building.
I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Second.
The third is that the need for the variance arises from some condition particular to the property involved because it is currently zoned residentially.
I need a motion and second.
I will make a motion.
I'll second it.
The fourth is the strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will constitute an unnecessary hardship if applied to the property for which the variance is sought, because if it is unsuccessful in having the building zoned commercially, she would not be able to open the intended daycare business.
I need a motion and second.
I'll make that first.
I'll second
The fifth is that the approval of the approval of this application for variance does not substantially interfere with the city's comprehensive plan, and the answer is no.
And a motion and second on that.
it. I'll make the motion.
Second.
And that was the fifth, right? There's one more?
There is one more for this one. The sixth is the approval of this application is not based upon legally existing non-conforming uses in the same zoning district, nor permitted uses in other zoning districts, and the answer is no.
Motion and second, please.
Make a motion.
Second.
All right, now I need a motion to accept or deny the finding of fact and the variance.
I'll make the motion.
I will second.
To accept? Motion to accept?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I second.
Accept.
Accept.
And accept. All right,
Woohoo!
you're ready for takeoff.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
And actually, you know, it really is a beautiful building.
It really is.
I walked around it and was kind of checking it out the other day. It's a neat building.
It's really neat. It's going to be very cute.
Do we have an additional old business to go over?
No old business?
No old business. With that being said, need a motion and second for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn. I will second that motion.
There you go, adjourned.
Yes. When I first got in the morning.
Put that down.
Yeah. There's that one.
You're an attorney, you've got a pen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think, I didn't sign this one, do I need to?
I'll just both of them.
Okay.
You just need to make sure
Yeah.
in order.
Yeah, I did great.
Did a fine job.
Yeah, I liked how quick that was. Wow, I was gonna be here for an hour.
Oh, no. Well, last meeting was a little longer and a little more,
Does he live around?
a little more interesting, yes.
Here's this one.
Hire a couple of people, you want? Huh? You can hire a couple of new people.
I'll tell you what, that building.
I heard, it's mine.
No.
But it's a solid building, like it says.
But my daughter,
Hey, you too. I'm sure I'll be around. I've dodged it for a year and a half, but. What's that?
running some,
Quarter off and all.
Good. So just everybody tell him I did a really bad job.
did something.
Yeah,
They were all
she did.
sitting
She
on.
can't read. Bye, guys. Take care.
See you, sweetheart.
I like a carport.
Tell your wife hi.
Okay,
Years since I've seen those kids.
John.
Take care, John. Hey, your parents have said hello.
I will.
Hey, John.